Okay, guys, so do you know that there are six categories of persons that are eligible to apply for the emergency appointment request at the US Embassy? You know, right? If you don't know, watch this video and get the details, get the requirements, and see how you can apply for your appointment. Hello, guys, welcome to my channel. So, in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to request for the emergency appointment for your visa. In case if you're looking for appointments and you're not seeing appointment at your time, mind you, you need to get qualified for this. I'll be showing you how you can get qualified and how you can apply. So the first step, of course, is to go into your dashboard. On your dashboard, you see this mark, the view details. You click on it. Once you click on it, you see, of course, your page will open, your application page will open, and you see this create emergency request. So as per the emergency request, you need to meet certain criteria for you to be able to be eligible to get your emergency request approved. And if you apply and you are not granted, then unfortunately you will not be allowed to use that option within the next year. So you only have one option per year. So I'll be explaining in clear terms what these requirements are. So before you apply, as it implies, an emergency request, so there's an urgency, there's a need, for that request. And unfortunately, if you falsify that request, if you falsify that need, right, you would also get, and you get to know, and they get to know during the visa interview, you also be penalized and to affect you, significantly. So for this emergency request, you need to provide documentary evidences that will support your case as per the category you fall in when requesting for it. So before you even request for the emergency appointment, right, you need to have first booked an appointment. You can see this portal is active for someone already. So he has booked his appointment already, and he would need to now request for the expedited appointment. If you don't book your appointment, that create emergency request tab wouldn't show. So you first book the available dates, then now request for the appointment subsequently. That's the emergency appointment now. So the first category are people that have medical needs, right? Medical needs in terms of you are having an urgency to seek medical care in the US. So the essential documents, as you can see on the screen, are letters from your doctor describing your condition, letter from the hospital, from the doctor you are seeing over there in the US, indicating what has been prepared to treat your case and the cost for the treatment, and also evidence that you of how you will pay the cost. So you sum all these essential documents into one PDF. You don't put them separately. One PDF below 1 MB file size, and upload while you are making your request for medical needs, for seeking medical attention in the US. Unfortunately, if your case is where you lost a relative, a brother, mother, father, sister, or child in the US, and you need to kind of repatriate the relative body, or you need to make funeral arrangements, then, and you don't have quick dates, to validate that, then of course you need to request. So for funeral category, you need to provide a letter from the funeral director, his contact details, details of the deceased, and the date for the funeral. You need to also provide evidence that you are related to the deceased, and basically this is basically maybe most likely a birth certificate would provide strong evidence of your relationship with the deceased. So if you gather all this together, like, again, one single PDF document below 1 MB file size would help you with that documentary evidence. So another category of people that would be eligible for the emergency request appointments are students, of course, who are resuming, who have a resumption date, but then there are no dates available to meet up that. There are no dates for appointment available to meet up that resumption date. Basically, you need to ensure that your resumption days falls within 90 days when there are no regular visa appointments. So you ensure that you do this calculation well. If you miss it, if you apply, maybe your resumption falls above 90 days, then that request is gone. Remember, it's a one request. So ensure that your resumption days is at least 3 months. 90 days is 3 months, right? Yes. So at least 3 months to the date of resumption. You should fall within that, not above, within. Very important. Also, you need to provide your original I-120 or DS2 2019 form indicating your start date. Also, you need to include your start date as it is stated on your I-120 form, I-20 form rather, you know, at the text of the expedited request. Also, you need to quote your service ID while you're applying for this. Also, persons who are eligible for emergency requests are persons with stolen passport or stolen passports where their valid visas are there, right? The US visas. You can request for it. Basically, essential documents like police report detailing the loss of theft of passport, the copy of the notification mail you send to the US as at when US embassy in your home country as at when you missed that passport. It's very important that you have, I mean, that those two documents when you're requesting for your own emergency appointment. Another category of persons that are eligible for the emergency request are the ESTA. ESTA is the electronic system for travel authorization. It's a system in the US and it's not applicable to everybody, but some specific citizens of some countries I can see on the screen. You meet up the essential documents, you upload it, and you request accordingly as it fits into your case. Lastly, the last category you would have is persons that require urgent business travel to the US. So the letter of invitation from the US company inviting you over, and also evidence of a necessary training program of 3 months or less that includes letters from both Nigerian employer and the US the US company providing the training. Both letters should include a detailed explanation of the training and explain why either the US or Nigerian company will suffer a significant loss of opportunity if the expedited appointment is not available. Well, this is basically very open and a bit vague, right? But then it's a requirement. So how do you convince the embassy? It's up to you. It's up to the applicant providing or requesting for the emergency appointment. So after we've talked about the qualifications and requirements to be met for you to create that emergency appointment, what you just need to do is to go to the total applicant status. Here you click on it. Once you click on it, then you proceed to click on the create emergency request tab. Then this pop-up comes out basically to ask you to confirm your emergency request if you'd want to proceed. Then yes, this is the point where you just select all the categories, look at the categories and select the one that meets you or fits into your status. Then you click on the travel date, the exact travel date you'll be traveling, the first day of arrival in the US you indicate there. Then you explain basically about your emergency appointment, just citing meeting the criteria and making emphasis on the need why you need to be granted this emergency appointment request. Then basically you upload your file. Remember I said one PDF file, single file, not more than 1 MB. Once you are able to gather everything together, you upload it here and you click on submit. Once you click on submit, you get a notice in your mail that your request has been accepted. Then it takes averagely between 2 to 3 days for the team to reply back to that same email and say, click on this link, your request has been approved, or your emergency appointment request has not been approved, so you stick to your original date. So either ways, you get a yes or a no. If you get a yes, you get a link where you can click on to be able to proceed to that new calendar to now book the closest appointment date available as provided by the embassy. So this simple process clearly gives you how and when and why you should apply for the emergency appointment request as it fits your case. Okay, so guys, I've been able to speak on the 6 categories of persons that are eligible for the emergency appointment request. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, please also subscribe to my channel. Until that next insightful video, have a great day and bye bye.